Good morning and welcome to another road trip around Europe. This time in the RS4. Obviously, when you get a new car, you have to take it out on the road and give it a good run. So I thought I should do that and see how this car performs. So far, I'm really happy. I started at 2 AM in the morning, so it was really pitch black and dark and I didn't do any filming. And you've all seen the Eurotunnel crossings on several videos, so there was no point making it. And then all the way through France and Belgium, it was very early. Now currently I'm in Luxembourg. This is my usual route. I go from France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, and then through the Black Forest, winding down to Switzerland, then through Switzerland to Italy, either through Milan or Turin, and then all the way down south to the south coast, Genoa, or whichever point I pick up the coast road, and all the way to Monaco. This time a few of my lovely friends have invited me to Saint-Tropez, so I'm going to go and see them. So the last time I stopped the vlog, or the camera stopped the vlog for me, I was talking about the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this car. So many of you may not know, but Bang & Olufsen sold their car audio division to Harman Kardon. So even though it has the Bang & Olufsen logo on it, inside it's Harman Kardon plus some Bang & Olufsen. So in this car the sound system isn't as amazing as it was in the Aston Martin, because that was a real Bang & Olufsen system and it would cost 5,000. I think this one probably cost less. I don't know. This car has so many extras, I don't know how much they cost individually. So in this car, one of the coolest things that I've been experiencing on this motorway is this adaptive cruise control with the ability to read the traffic signs and adjust the speed accordingly. Plus it has the lane assist, which keeps you in the lane, and if you start sort of going out of your lane or hovering over to the line, the white line, it shakes the steering wheel. For journeys like this, which are really long and monotonous, I think it's quite nice to have this, because if you get distracted, or if you're, I don't know, fiddling with the music, or I don't know, having a sandwich, you know that the steering is going to be controlled by the car and you're not going to drift into someone else's lane. Although, I mean, I always keep my hand on the wheel because I don't trust it 100%, because I've seen the Teslas do it very well, but I'm not sure if this car does, because once it can't see the lines, because if they're not properly painted or something, it will start beeping to ask you to take control of the wheel. So I usually keep my hand on the wheel, at least one hand at a time. But yeah, so that has been the coolest feature, and then it picks up speed and slows down the car based on all the traffic signs. So if there's roadworks or something, it will slow down, average speed checks, all of that. So you don't have to look at the road signs anymore and think if the car in front of you slows down, it will slow down and then speed up. So overall, this is the most convenient thing. In terms of the fuel efficiency of this car, now it is running in comfort mode. I think I've maybe revved it once or twice, and not very hard, just to accelerate. It's doing 33 miles to a gallon. It's a 3-litre twin turbo. I was expecting it to be much better for some reason. So the 6-litre V12 Aston Martin used to do 32 on a motorway. So this is a 3-litre twin turbo, supposedly efficient. So all these new engines are just BS to say that they're fuel efficient and all that. They're not. The Aston, I keep saying, 6-litre V12, very efficient car, very fast, very punchy, sounded amazing. I still regret selling that one, but one day I'll buy another one. As you can see by the state of me, 30-40 kilometer zone of the Autobahn that was derestricted. Unfortunately, I didn't have the GoPro on, and I hadn't attached the other one to my cap so I could show you, but God, I had so much fun. This car is amazing. I don't know how to describe it or convey this through video, because being such a die-hard Porsche fan for so many years, I had completely disregarded all the other cars out there and thought, oh, if you want a nice sports car to have fun, you need to have a Porsche. This is not supposed to be a sports car. This is supposed to be a family wagon. But it is insane. Oh my God. I felt like it was accelerating just the way that the Ferrari does. And I guess you'd have to race them side by side and do a drag race to really understand whether these cars are similar or not. Otherwise, the feeling that I get is just superb. The car accelerates so fast. There is torque, low-end torque that keeps coming. I think I pushed it to 275 kilometers an hour, and after that I think my own nerves gave up, and also the traffic, because people, when they start changing lanes, you don't know when some idiot's going to make a mistake and you're going to end up in their backside. So I thought I should slow down, and then I put the camera on my cap to show you guys a little bit of what I was experiencing. But if you're one of the Porsche fans like me, who has been looking at Porsches and driving Porsches or other sports cars all your life, and you have disregarded these smaller brands, then you should definitely have a look. The car is just unbelievable. It is four-wheel drive, which makes it amazing, because I keep saying this all the time, I'm not an amazing driver and I'm not a race car driver. So for me, I want the car to be as safe and as good as possible, so I don't have to do things myself. In the Porsche, there was a lot of weight in the back, and it was very hard suspension and bouncy, so if you had rough patches on the road, you would be scared because the car would jump and move from side to side. Whereas this thing, I set it into this auto mode to see how that does. Basically, it adapts to your driving style, and when I was pushing it and going crazy, at one point automatically I could feel that it toughened up the suspension without me doing anything. And even though it was not in the sport mode, but it was responding like it was in the sport mode, which is all really great. And I think I'm going to drive it more in this auto mode, because it just adjusts automatically. I don't even have to click buttons and change modes. I think the sport differential makes a massive difference, because I was going around bends, not corners, but big bends, at over 200 kilometers an hour, and I think in the Porsche I'd be scared. This car doesn't budge, just is glued to the road. I'm so astonished, amazed Right, so this is what I see, and I thought I should show you what I see. So, this car is utterly insane because after having so many Porsches and driving on the Autobahns and everything, I used to think that Porsche was the bee's knees and it was the best car to have and it was really fast and blah blah blah. I think it's the arrogance that having so many Porsches gives many of the Porsche owners. They think there's nothing better. And Audi, because it's not a massive brand in terms of a sports car brand, you'd never think that this car was something, but my god, it's insane. Look at this. I'm doing 182 kilometers an hour within a few seconds. This
1 kilometer, exit right.
This car accelerates so quickly and it makes me feel like such a good driver because it does
400 meters, exit right.
It does everything for me. It just hugs the road and is glued to it, does not budge. You can throw it around, you can go fast, you can go crazy. Right, derestricted. Here. This car just accelerates so quickly and so easily. In the 911, it made a lot of noise and it made you feel like it was making a lot of effort. I'm sure it had enough power, but that feeling that you got, this car just feels effortless for some reason. Maybe it's the turbos, maybe it's the design, I don't know. But anyone who's watching this and who's a big Porsche fan, do drive an Audi RS4. I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. For 3/4 of the price of a Porsche, you get this amazing, amazing car. I feel like such a buffoon that I didn't really try this before. I just really want to enjoy it rather than talk and comment. It's really hard to focus and continuously talk while you're doing 220 kilometers an hour. The only thing is, it's the people who keep jumping in front of you without realizing or looking in their rearview mirror. Come on, mister. Wake up. So the car's now telling me I'm too close. So it starts flashing. It even tells you when to press the brake. Brakes are superb. Okay, let's switch on the headlights so hopefully some idiot doesn't jump in front of me.